Okay, we're doing some rust. It's been a while, but we're doing some rust. We're going to do the top corner of this XY plenum chamber and weld up that crack there. As you can see, it's quite rusty. So we're going to start by drilling out these spot welds on here. Belt sand out these little welds. Take that piece off and look for more spot welds. And probably separate it by cutting up through here, I reckon. And take that piece off to get to the inside, and then we'll work our way up. So that's what we're going to be doing on this episode. So stay tuned. So, all the spot welds drilled out on that bit. Ding! It's a bit sad looking in there. It's seen worse though, the one on my ute was terrible. We just place that over there for now, and we have a look at what we got here. It's not offensive. I've definitely seen a lot worse. So now we have to somehow clean all this gunk off here, and I don't like my chances of being able to find spot welds through there. You always got to make sure when you rebuild these you put this little differ in here. Otherwise, there's a certain thing called a bonnet hinge won't operate properly. Because they hit them. That's why that little groove is in there. Yeah, so onward and upward. Now we move forward to getting off this piece. We've got to clean up around the channels. Pick a spot where we're going to separate it. Put that up there. Probably go through here. Nice flat area. And down through there, and then just pull that off. I'm not taking the whole plenum chamber off, even though I'll be doing many more bits of it, but this allows us to have access to the bit below it, which is actually that bit there, and then there's another one below it, which is that bit that comes up and under, so that's stuffed as well. And then once we get that off, we'll have to fix the top of that, and then we have a piece that goes in there, and then that can be fixed, and then it all goes back together. And there we have it. That is now off. It's not offensive under there. A couple of holes appeared, but you know, you expected that. That'll be fairly easy to weld straight back up. I've got to make sure I don't set fire to any of that stuff. Is that actually rusted through, or? No, I think that's okay. So we got, I tell you what, wasn't much holding that. Criminy. So we're solid up here, but we're crunchy through here. Well, that's not that bad, that's just a flat piece. And we'll have to get into this a bit more, but now we're down to the bottom layer. So this is actually well, getting to here was the hard bit. Now once we're here, we can just build it back up. So we now have to probably clean it a bit, I reckon, so we can see what we're looking at, and then we need to make sure we make a piece that's probably, it's going to be a flat piece. It's going to go from here to here and across, but what we have to do next is get some of this out of the way to see how bad this side panel is, and it's plainly obvious it's got some holes in it, so it's fairly straightforward. It's just grinding. This is a pain in the ass to try and separate up here, so what I did was I ran the grinder across the top, because that's going to be really easy to re-weld, and I drilled through, took off this piece, which is actually the top of the dashboard, and I'll sandblast that and put that back on there. But that allowed me to see the bottom, which is actually the middle of these two, which are sandwiched, and then I could drill through, and then that came off. So that's a pain in the ass to put back on. Not pain in the ass to put back on, but a pain in the ass to get to, but we're there. Well, not a bad design, I guess it's a great design. But the XB and the later X series ones are a bit easier because they don't have 3 layers in one little lip. But yes, making progress. Okay, so I'm hoping we can get some more done before the sandblaster kicks, not sandblaster, the compressor kicks back in. So we've removed this section of the lower plenum that sits on top of these side panels. So we've got to keep getting the rust and shit off to get to the very bottom layers. I have a piece for up here. I believe it's made by, I think it's a mob on Facebook or something called the Patchmaker. Obviously it's more than you need. And I put one on the other side and it wasn't too bad. It was pretty close, so that's going to go in the top corner. But we've got to get the old crap off first to get to the bottom of that. Helps if I actually look at the thing I'm pointing the camera at, the thing I'm looking at. So now we've got to clean up all these edges, and I've got to probably remake this lip. Now I know that this panel stops here, as you can see, and it goes down and then across, so it's not going to be under here. This will be a different piece, so I need to redo this lip. And fascinating the way they've made these cars. They're all supposed to be on top of each other, but this one's slightly off the edge, so yeah, so we're going to get all this, clean all the crap off in here. Hey, there we go. Clean all the crap off in here and then remake this lip, which shouldn't be too hard. Alright, so I've got my metal ready to go, and if I can find my ruler I'll find it, but I know that it's a 5mm fold, like 5mm fold, and then pretty much bang on an inch there. So that'll be fairly straightforward to make, and then obviously have to make it a bit bigger here for that little hole, and it has to be flat through here because that's where the water runs out sometimes. And this was very crunchy and supposed to be there somewhere, but if you go back into my channel all the way back to when I was doing my ute, which I promise you I will get back to, because I want that car done as much as you guys want to see it done, but on that ute I put a whole plenum chamber in it because I had one, a really good one, and I made this whole lip and all this all the way around on that car. So fairly straightforward. I've just got to do the lip and then have it go down a little bit and then have another right angle come this way, and so it can weld up in here. And obviously it's a little bit rusty there, so we'll have to remake this corner. Can't quite work out why they put this divot in here for some reason. It doesn't seem to make sense why it's there or what purpose it serves, but obviously it must serve a purpose, otherwise it wouldn't be there. And I know what that one's for. That's for when they're putting it all together, it sits on a jig and lines it all up. Yeah, if they've jigged them that much. But yes, we're going to make this in a second. And then we'll weld that in, and then we'll make this lower section here, and then I reckon we can go and make, I reckon that went, yes, that way. Make this piece. Obviously it's going to be a bit bigger when it goes in. That will just come across to there, and then we will put in a new piece for here, which will sit on top of that one, which will be new. And then we'll, once this is all solid all the way around through here, it'll hold it, and then I can cut out this top corner. So at the moment I've done it in such a way that this top piece, although rusty, is still holding the plenum chamber in its location. So I don't really like cutting them all out in one go, because they do move around a bit, because it's hard to tell, but they do move enough that you could get it wrong. So I like to do it in sensible steps. Also, if you do it in small bits, you don't get overwhelmed by the whole shooting match. So yes, we'll do all this, then we'll do that, which will be including fixing under there, Then we'll put the top back on, and then that brace, and then we'll weld all it back together, seal it all up, and it'll be all done. And I don't know how, I think this video might be stretching it to being a bit long, but obviously, you know, rust repairs are a bit in depth. So there might be a couple videos on this repair, but you know, it is what it is. Also, have a look what just turned up. Guess who's getting a motor in the next couple of days? You sexy little thing. Sometimes I go, wow, I bought a pile of crap. But then I go, realistically, no I didn't, because it's not that bad. It's had more hits than Elvis. A blind man could have told you that one. I can see it. But it's going to be a fun bus. I don't know if I'll ever actually end up fixing it properly. Maybe I'll just leave it as is and enjoy the living shit out of it. But knowing me, I probably will fix it because it's me. I probably need to put some steel panels on it because they're so dented. You know, they're not rusty, but they're dented. So, and I don't want to put 4-ton borg in them or anything like that. So, and I'm going to try and chase down a passenger front door because this one is quite bad. I could fix it, but I don't think a front door for an XB Falcon is astronomically difficult to get still. Also, I'm going to get rid of all these mouldings off the side. I hate them. I think they're shit. But yes, this a little slightly distracted. But yes, we are working on this. But look what turned up here. Amazing, eh? I'm going to cut this video here. Stay tuned for part 2 of this repair. It's just easier this way. Otherwise, it'll take forever editing, and you know, this way you get more videos. But this is where we're up to. We've hacked it all open. We're down to the bare. We're down to the bottom layers, basically. And now we've just got to build up. So we've gone back as far as we can. Now we're going to go back up. So stay tuned for the next part. I'll show you the making of stuff.